What is up, everyone, and welcome back with another Smallville reaction. Today we are on to episode 7 of season 2, and I'm really looking forward to it. Last we left off, we had a new antagonist in Chrissy and a really unique metahuman ability where it didn't seem to originate from the meteor incident that obviously sent Clark to Earth to begin with, which I thought was a nice twist and a nice turn for a change. It also was very similar to the episode in season 1, the Fountain of Youth episode, where it had a slight twist with her abilities and how she drained people and she herself was old to regain her youth, which I thought was really cool. I love the dynamic with Martha bringing in her dad and the relationship and tension between Jonathan and Clark's grandfather, and Clark wanted to have a relationship with him, but them not thinking it was best for them, and of course Lana and her biological mother's incident as well. But I don't want to go into it too much because we're into a different episode today, so if you want to check that episode out, it'll be in my reactions playlist on my channel, so I highly recommend you do if you haven't already. But without further ado, guys, I think we're going to jump into this episode now. I'm really looking forward to it, like I said already. I hope you are as well, so let's get into it. I hope you enjoy this reaction.
Clark, you're gonna be late!
Hey, Mom, going as fast as I can.
How can you be as fast as lightning and as
Super
slow as
speeding
molasses
down
all
the
at same
stairs.
time?
Mom,
Clark
let me
Kent.
get this-
Wait a minute, didn't I just fix your alarm clock recently?
Yeah, but I crushed it this morning hitting the snooze alarm. Guess I'm not much of a morning person.
He's heating up his toast with his heat vision. I love it.
Trained by roosters.
I was up late studying for an exam.
Oh, well, speaking of Greek tragedy, I've got to get your mother to work. You want to ride?
Should ask Lex about it. I guarantee you he knows about it. Super speed! He is gone! Before they even left the drive. Who's this? Why was she waiting for them to leave? Oh my god, she's actually going in their house. I'd say is she family, but she was lurking in the corner for them to leave, so she can't be. She's admiring Clark.
She's been two-timing her with a mere mortal, no less. So she sends who is the illegitimate babe in the cradle. Family dysfunction of Dionysian proportion.
Chloe giving him Greek mythology lesson.
Her behavior. Zeus did break his wedding vow.
Doesn't give her the right to go fail attraction on him.
Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn.
Oh my god, she showed up at his school now.
Do we know each other?
No. Well,
Oh my god.
Clark, I'm your mother.
How the fuck is that a thing? No way. Nah, she's lying. She's gotta be lying, right? I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
It's obviously a mistake. She's not your mother.
That's what I
No way.
She said I probably just need time to get used to the idea. She gave me her cell phone number. Told me to call her if I wanted to talk.
Clark, I don't want you to have anything to do with this woman.
Yeah, I think she's full of it.
I thought the only adoption they handled was mine.
So did I.
Dad, tell me what happened back then.
Your mother's right. What we need to do is get this woman to back off. We want her making people curious about where you came from.
I think Martha and Jonathan might still be keeping a secret from Clark.
What right does she have to show up after all these years? Well, the thought did occur to me.
Look, Mrs. Dunleavy, and I know you've gone through a tremendous amount of trouble finding Clark, but he's not your child.
Oh, I've done the research. My Lucas was the only... Clark was the only child that they ever placed.
Ah.
Believe me, I'm not trying to take Clark away from you. I just want a chance to get to know him. Giving up Lucas was the worst thing I've ever done. I didn't do it because I wanted to. I did it because I had to.
Yeah, so it definitely isn't Clark.
That you find Lucas someday. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you not to bother my family or Clark ever again.
I do feel bad for her, but it's obviously not Clark. I wonder how the confusion's there though, because obviously that adoption center must have dealt with another child in this Lucas.
Sure, Clark, you can use my computer. Knock yourself
Oh, that got me.
You've been reading my emails?
You promised me you'd stop digging into my adoption.
Oh.
All I did was post a few notices on adoption websites to see if I could get some hits. This Dunleavy woman responded.
Oh no, Clark's gonna be fuming.
You have to believe me. I didn't tell her anything about you, Clark.
So it's just a coincidence she shows up in Smallville claiming to be my mom?
Clark, what makes you so sure that she's not the real thing?
I'm not giving you an exclusive of my life.
You're not even curious that she might be your biological mom?
Why are you so obsessed about my mother? Do I ask you questions about yours? If you want to find somebody's mother, find your own.
I know where she is, Clark. The difference is she's not interested in me.
Oh my god, man, Clark!
Since you probably never speak to me again, there's something you might want to know. Metropolis United Charities was founded by Lana Luthor.
Get your ass back in there and apologise! Oh, Clark!
I'm even more intrigued now than when I got your note. But I'm still not sure what
I'm not happy with that.
I understand that you and Clark are good friends. Mr. Kent has forbidden me to speak.
Oh my god.
You might be willing to talk to Clark, ask him to give me a chance.
Jonathan Kent doesn't exactly see me as the ideal role model for his son. I wouldn't want to get in trouble by encouraging him to defy his father.
Even if it meant
That's one way of putting it.
I'm sorry, but it's just not appropriate for me to get involved.
I wasn't going to bring this up unless I had to, but I once worked as a nurse for your mother.
You knew my mother?
And your father. He and I became very close.
Oh my god. Has she got something on him?
He got me pregnant and made me give the child up for adoption.
What? Lex has a brother?
You're claiming that Clark and I.
He's your brother, Lex.
Chloe,
I need an explanation.
what's wrong?
Oh my god, man. Chloe, look at Chloe. She...
About what?
Clark took her to the woodshed, man.
Can't dump on your friends. Exactly. So what did you want to talk about?
My mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lana.
It's okay. We didn't know. I think he may be my biological father.
Wow. Are you okay?
I think so.
Oh, she's actually excited about it.
I know about him. I thought maybe you could help.
Oh, she's gonna turn her down.
But if you don't feel comfortable, it's
Actually, I'm flattered. It's nice that someone trusts me enough with their big family secret.
then you'll do it.
Clark, man.
I can even pull up his dental records and let you know if he flosses regularly. But if you really want to know who he is, I would suggest using a high-tech research device called the doorbell.
This sarcasm's so refreshing. Man, I'm so pissed with Clark for what he did to her. I'm so pissed about it. She did it because of her relationship with her mum.
Grab a sack, son. I just found out that Lionel Luthor was the one who founded Metropolis United Charities. Why was he involved in my adoption?
Is there a reason there why they hate each other?
Jonathan, he needs to know.
Oh my god. What is gonna come out?
Normal around here again.
Look at all those flowers wasted. A little baby.
Martha?
I have no idea what my reaction would be to that if I was Jonathan or Martha in that situation. What could it be? I'd be absolutely dazed. Alright, so they've loaded the ship and they've taken and clothed Clark. No, well, they haven't clothed him, they've wrapped a blanket around him. I wonder how old he is at this point. I'm sure they've said, but I can't remember. Is that Lionel?
Are you alright? My
son.
What about him? Is he hurt?
Hey,
Mister,
I can't.
Mister, come down. Where is your son?
Hey.
Oh my god. Jonathan saves Lex.
Give me a hand.
What happened to him? His hairs.
All he's thinking about is his hair right now. What the hell? That's crazy that Jonathan's more of a concerned parent than Lionel and he's met this kid for all of 2 seconds. Shows who they are.
We're doing the best that we can.
What are you carrying back there? It's slowing us down.
Oh my god, I can't believe how close Lionel is to the spaceship again. Oh.
Hey, how's your son?
He's in shock, but he'll survive.
He's not the only one in shock.
Acting so quickly.
I'm glad I could help out.
I'm sorry, I don't even know your name.
Jonathan Kent.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Kent. If there's ever anything I can do for you, please call me.
Ah, so he calls in a favour to get Clark's adoption papers in order. A Luthor called business card was pretty cool.
Dad, you were a hero. I don't know why you thought you had to keep that a secret from me.
Why is the sheriff here? Or cop, or policeman.
Well, she's petitioned Judge Ross to order a DNA test.
But that's crazy. She's not my mother.
If that's true, this test...
Wow.
Metropolis Genetics Lab, and they can run the test in the morning. We can get this thing over with quick.
They can't take the sample.
What are you afraid of?
Not to mention, it's an eyesore. No, they're dumping there. Oh, come on. What do you mean?
Oh, she found where he lives already.
They are illegally dumping, and I'm not going to sit here and... Hello?
Seems stressed. Ooh.
I'm sorry. I'm not taking on any more law students right now.
No, I'm not a law student.
I recognise him from something.
I found it. Did you love her?
What do you want me to say?
Henry, can you stop saving the world for 1 minute and come give me a hand?
Okay, honey, I'll be right there. Look, Lana.
I think you might be my father.
He doesn't seem convinced. Or care. Or like he cares.
Look, Lana, you've made a mistake. I have a family now. Please don't bother me again.
Damn. I think he must know a reason why she can't be his daughter, but that was still horrendous. What is it with Smallville treating the women of this show like shit this episode? Damn.
Well, that didn't hurt a bit, did it?
I'll let you know.
I didn't think they'd be okay with this.
You had to do it, Clark. If we'd have refused, they'd have dragged us into court.
What happens when they start looking at Clark's DNA under a microscope?
This was what I was thinking.
That's why we have to make sure that nobody gets a chance to analyze that sample.
How the hell are you going to pull this off? You've got me intrigued. I really want to know what's happened to Lex's brother, though. Like, we've just got this mention of this Lucas out of nowhere. Oh yes, pizza!
This is it.
He looks so serious when he starts looking around.
Man, this Mission Impossible stuff is great.
Super strength, baby.
But other than my scintillating conversational skills, I still don't understand why you brought me along.
I need your spit.
Ah, to swap the DNA. That's hella smart. That's so smart.
We switched a sample. No one saw us.
I was just happy Pete was there and he had a real purpose for it.
It's not your fault, Dad. I guess it just comes with the territory.
Yeah, I'm gonna go work on the combine.
Bullshit.
Everything's okay. Why does Dad still seem upset?
This has been tough on him. He always said making a deal with the devil was going to come back to haunt us.
Then why'd he do it? Come on, Mom. Why'd you need Lionel Luthor's help in the first place?
Yeah, what's the rest of the story? Come on, Martha.
You have no idea the kind of pressure we were under. We suddenly had this new little person in our home. We didn't know what to do with you. We were
Come on, I need to see Clark with his powers.
Thank goodness your mother was a pack rat.
Sweetheart, he's not ours to keep.
Oh, they brought his mother packed all that for Clark.
There's a reason he's here.
His real mum, I mean.
He's exactly what I wished for in the flower shop this morning.
Since when did Martha Kent believe in magic wands?
Since a little boy fell out of the sky.
Get him upstairs. Hurry, go on. Just a second.
But they've left all the toys and everything.
Banged up, but we're fine. Look, I'm sure there are folks who need your. Who's the little fella?
He got away from me. He's a...
That's
Clark. Deputy, I would like you to be the first one in Smallville to meet our son.
That's a cool little bit of info. So Martha's maiden name was Clark.
I didn't know you folks are planning to adopt. Oh, Ethan, you know us. We like to keep to ourselves, but it's been in the works for quite a while.
Well, congratulations. It's nice to see something good happen in the middle of all this tragedy.
Aww. Oh, so sweet.
You were the one good thing that happened that day.
But that's why they went to Lionel.
We called Lionel Luthor, cashed in that favor. He arranged everything.
If everything worked out, why'd you keep it a secret?
Hey, I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
Lex is here.
Not at all, Lex.
Ever wish you had a big brother to help you with your jump shot?
I think I've managed to become a pretty decent...
Oh, I'd love it if they actually were brothers, especially in this iteration.
It's quite as Rockwellian as Jonathan and Martha Kent's. Anyway, I told Miss Dunleavy that in the 21st century, people shouldn't be making claims like hers without the DNA evidence to back them up. So what do you think, Clark? No chance we could be brothers?
As cool as that would be, Lex, we're not.
Aww. You can just see how much Lex wants it to be true. I wish it was as well now.
Rachel, when the guard called and told me you were down at the gate, I didn't believe him. I thought we had an agreement.
I just got the results from the DNA test.
Oh.
I don't know how, but you did something to alter them.
Did what?
Did he make us sign an NDA?
Clark Kent is our son, and you know that.
You haven't changed, Rachel. You are still completely irrational.
The irrational thing that I ever did was to let you rip my child from my arms.
You were well compensated and well taken care of.
He paid her for it.
No, what I needed was a home and a family. After you were through with me, that was never going to happen. Not with Lucas, not with anybody. I didn't need any treatment. You just wanted me out of the way.
Classic.
I might disagree.
I'm going to expose you.
Expose me? To whom? My wife is dead. You know that. Are you still as beautiful, Rachel?
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the way he's flirting with her.
You have to move on. Forget the past.
He's got total control over his new blindness.
I'm sure he'd be more than willing to make room for you at the clinic.
She had to run away before she was seduced. Lex always has a beautiful car, doesn't he?
Miss Dunleavy? Is everything all right?
What the hell, man? This woman is an absolute psychopath. She should have stayed in a mental institute, whatever it was. I can't remember now.
My dad even had to help me land it.
You're lucky you've got such a great father. I heard you and Chloe had a big fight.
Yeah, come on, Lana, stand up for Chloe.
Now I've got a woman in town claiming to be my mother.
Is there any chance?
No, not in a million years.
So she just showed up out of the blue?
Yeah, she ambushed me at school. Hi, Clark. I'm your mother. I mean, who does that?
Person who thinks that they're your mother.
Do you remember that guy in the photo with my mom? I kind of found out who he was. His name's Henry Small. I went to his house.
How'd it go?
Not very well.
Well, he hates Italian, hates the Luthors, compared me to the Nazis, and told me to never come back again.
Don't worry, Lana, that dick's not your dad anyway.
We don't get to see our biological parents every day and see a little piece of who we are or who we may become. If I had a chance to get to know my birth parents, I wouldn't give up just because the first meeting didn't go the way I hoped.
I love Clark and Lana one-on-one. I wish we could get a little bit more of that. Oh, this is lovely. Oh. This is her house.
Where am I?
You're at my house.
She is a complete psychopath.
Martha Kent getting to dry his tears.
So that gives you the right to kidnap me?
Your father gave me no choice.
Look, if my father's lying, Clark really is my brother. How does holding me prisoner help you?
Because, Lex. Or he's going to know the pain of losing his son.
Oh my god. So she's planning on killing Lex.
Rachel Dunleavy. She's kidnapped Lex,
Oh my god.
announcing that Clark's adoption was a sham and that he's my illegitimate son.
This might be the first time I genuinely think Lionel is actually concerned.
Okay, there's a sentence I never thought I'd hear again.
Come on, Clark, apologise.
It's too much of who you are, and right now I need it.
It's just gonna take a minute to get a hit.
Chloe, what I said about your mother, I was way out of line.
We all have family secrets, I guess.
No, it wasn't cool, Clark.
There was my dad trying to make waffles. He never even really explained why she left. It was weird.
Aww. I bet that must eat her up inside. Look at her face, you can tell.
Good enough for someone to love.
Don't ever think that.
Oh man, Chloe is the absolute heart of this show. She really is.
Try the name Lucas Luthor.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain that one to me later.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know about this yet.
Oh, bingo.
And he's already gone. How has she not picked up on this yet?
That concerns my family. My son, Lex Luthor, has been kidnapped. I want to say to his abductor, I will never give in to your demands.
Now that sounds like Lionel Luthor. Come on, Lex, time for you to go.
There's always been the policy of my company and my family never.
Oh my god, she's gonna kill him with a fire axe. Yes, Lex, come on! Has he just knocked himself out though? Oh. His one saving act has just knocked himself out, I think. Yeah, he has. Come on, Clark. Wow. Oh my god. Do you see the way he saved Lex? That was sick. And now she's gonna know his secret. And know that he can't be her son.
This is what I've been trying to tell you. I'm not your son.
No.
Yes. And you just tried to kill your son's brother.
Mr. Small.
Call me Henry.
Can I get you a coffee? Of course. You wouldn't want a coffee.
Regular coffee would be great.
I think he knows she's not his dad. She's not her dad.
Might just be a habit you got from me.
So you are my father.
I don't know. But I'm willing to find out.
Oh, I hope they don't do this storyline and then he's not. I can't be dealing with this. I've seen too many of them lately.
Rachel's been admitted to a private psychiatric clinic. Even if she tries to explain what you did, nobody will believe her.
She's back in her psychiatric facilities.
Not even Lionel Luthor could tear us apart.
Clark's face.
But Lionel helped us. Dad, why do you hate him so much?
Yeah, I need to know this as well. What did he do?
Thought I'd never lay eyes on him again.
Mr. Kent. You call me Lionel.
Lionel.
This is crazy to see those two being civil and friendly.
Yeah, they are.
Talk to them. Convince them that.
I really don't think that's really any of my business, Mr.
Department of Family Welfare to find out young Clark's adoption's a sham.
And now he's threatening him. Oh!
I'm just asking for a small favor.
So Jonathan's gonna get his friends to sell, and then Lionel takes over their plant and does not have Smallville's best interests at heart. And now we know why they hate each other.
Convince the Rosses to sell.
I helped the Luthors get a foothold on this community. The smokestacks, the toxic dumping, all the people who were cheated, including Pete.
Oh, he must feel responsible for all of it.
Because I knew that you would do exactly what you're doing right now, which is blame yourself.
You're trying to protect me. It is my fault.
No, you never believed that. This was my decision. This is my fault.
Pain Jonathan feels from what happened between him and Lionel is so deeply woven into him. I actually really want to explore this so much more. Look at him. That would have been a perfect way to end the episode, man.
Is that you?
Still alive and kicking, Dad.
You're a survivor, son. I knew she wasn't gonna kill you.
No, he just didn't care enough.
I couldn't give in to her. You must know that.
Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, what are you going to say to that?
If you've never been tempted, Lex, I'm sure one day you will be.
We're not talking about me, Dad. Did she bear your illegitimate son or not?
I never knew she was pregnant. Demanding that I leave your mother and marry her.
So you bribed her to give the child up for adoption.
She was imbalanced. She threatened me.
That's one way to put it.
Forgive me, Lex. I'm very tired. Been a long day.
What happened to Lionel's son? Could he be dead? I think he might be dead. And I think Lionel might know. Oh my god, he still has a photo of him and a locket of his son's hair. Wow, what an ending. Oh, what an ending, what an ending, what an ending. I think his son might be dead. I think Lionel's son's dead. What a really cool episode. I really, really like that. So, the antagonist of the episode wasn't really a villain this time. It was somebody who was believing to be Clark's biological mother, but is in fact the mother of Lex's brother and Lionel's son, Lucas. Lucas Luthor, I believe his name was. And I think that's so interesting. I find it so fascinating that Lionel still has a photo of him and still carries a locket of his hair in his necklace. Because that, to me, indicates that he had a deep love for this son, especially in comparison to Lex, because he seems to show him absolutely no care whatsoever, as proven again with this episode, which doesn't really surprise me at all. I really did like the premise of it, though. I liked how they told the episode throughout. I like how they told the story throughout the episode. I like how the woman was mentally unstable, and at the beginning you got a slight sign to begin with, like how she creeped into their house to begin with, but she played it very like suave and like classy. Tried to manipulate Clark into believing it, and then when she didn't get her own way, she started to lose her marbles a little bit, I suppose, if you want to say that. Which was just really, really, again, well, I don't even know how to describe that, to be honest. She just had a full mental breakdown, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed to watch, especially with how she captured Lex towards the end and threatened to kill him just to get Lionel to admit the truth about hers and his son and their affair. But Lionel obviously wouldn't do that because he doesn't back down to anybody over anything ever, even if it has to do with his own son's safety and his life on the line, which is just crazy. I absolutely love that we finally get to the bottom of why Jonathan hates Lionel so much and why they have such a bad relationship, and also by default why he hates Lex so much, because a lot of that hatred from Lionel must obviously rub off on Lex because of the scenario surrounding it. But I like how that tied into Clark's adoption, and I wasn't expecting that Lionel was the one that actually you know, authorized the adoption, got it through and under the radar for them. I like how they were sort of forced into the adoption as well, with obviously the sheriff coming and checking on them and then meeting Clark, and they had to spontaneously come up with his name, or Martha did. Which, speaking of his name, I found that really interesting, that Martha's maiden name was Clark, and that's what they decided to name their son, Clark, which just works really well. I like that little tie-in, if you will. I like Lana again this episode, and the story with her biological dad. I'm hoping that it is her biological dad now, because we're going to go through the story of them finding out, and I really, really don't want to go through that process and them gain a bond for it to not be true, because that'd just be devastating to me. I saw something very similar to that recently, and I don't want to go through that again. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like Chloe in this episode as well. I like that we got a little bit more backstory to her and the relationship she had with her mum, and why her mum isn't well, not so much the relationship they had, but the relationship that she perceives to have had with her mum, because her mum was never around and she doesn't know why her dad's never spoken about it. So there's obviously an underlying reason that hopefully we'll get to the bottom of at some point soon, because I think that's a really cool story to explore. It also does a lot of justification as to why Chloe looked into Clark as much as she did, in terms of his biological parents, because she was doing it from a sense of her own wanting to have a relationship with her mum, but believing her mum wanted nothing to do with her. And as far as we know, that could very well be true, but it could also be completely false. So I think it would be really cool to explore that story as well. We got Pete for like a scene in this episode or two, helping Clark break into swap his DNA, which was really cool. But I feel like now that even now that Pete knows Clark's secret, I feel like we're still underusing him a little bit. I really want to see him in some more scenes, some more action sequences, being able to help Clark in more ways, because he knows about Clark's ability and his secret. It just opens so many doors and possibilities for Pete to have a much more prominent role in the show, especially in those moments, if you don't want to give him the appropriate time in the other moments that we're given to like Lionel, Lex, Lana, Chloe, Martha, Jonathan. If you don't want to give him those moments, then put him in all the moments with Clark and the action and revolving around his abilities. That's the only thing I could say with Pete. But everything else was absolutely perfect. Yet again, I loved the episode, I loved the story, I love the characters. I want to see more of Lana and Chloe. I really do. Their relationship is like so underrated on this show. I think it's brilliant. I just love the dynamic they have with each other. I feel like they are genuine friends, and I can feel the relationship they have with one another. So I just wish that they would highlight that a little bit more and give us more of that, and hopefully we'll get more of that down the line. But I think that about covers everything from now, guys. So I'm going to end it here, and I hope you all have... Jesus, man, my voice is going. I can hear it. But I hope you all have enjoyed this reaction, and if you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe for more. I do really appreciate all of your support on all of my videos, guys. It does mean the world to me. My voice is really going now. My throat's getting sore. So I'm going to end it on this note. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.